Hello and welcome to Perspective Storyline. This was a general reading for the collective. So it doesn't matter what sign you are, whether you're feminine or masculine, any of those things. This is a message for anybody who needs to hear these messages right now. So I did a sorry. I did a reading for you guys last night, but I wasn't trying to be really loud in my house. So what I did is I analyzed all of the cards and I actually put it in a notebook here. So let me read to you guys what I got. It's actually like 4 pages and I have not written this much since probably middle school. So right now there is something that you're trying to that you're manifesting, something that you're creating right now, and it's something to do with your expansion, how you want to move forward with something. Which way are we going to go? How is this going to have growth? How can I get from A to B or B to C? And it's almost like, in which way? And it's heightening your awareness and your intuition. You could feel like you just have a gut feeling about something. Like you just can't put your finger on it. It's a very subconscious feeling. And for those of you that are very logical people, this could especially be a little triggering because when our body knows something but our head does not have that factual knowledge to back it up, it can kind of be it can bug you out a little bit. But this is all causing a tower moment in your life, whether that's interior or exterior to you on a personal level. For example, you could be dealing with something like internally, like emotionally and mentally, or this could be something that's going on outside of like your body. Like this could be happening at a place or happening to, something that you have, like a physical aspect. But this tower moment is this huge breakthrough, but it's taken everything that you've built in a certain aspect of your life, and it just feels like it's all crashing, it's all just getting torn down. And the tower is like indicative of like sudden change. So this is like something that suddenly like shook your foundation. And a tower moment only comes and it happens when we've been building so long on like a faulty foundation. And when you started to build this in the beginning, you probably had no idea that this was built on like a rocky foundation. You may also feel like you've been stuck in this energy for a while. This energy is asking you to confront old belief systems that you have had. Let me flip this page. And this belief system, this old belief system that you have had that is being shattered right now, this is a belief system that maybe you created when you were trying to regain some sort of stability or control. Like, for example, let's say you went through something, very painful and very traumatic and very hard when you were like younger, and you were finding different ways to like cope with that. Like, for just an example, like that can, the things that we like go through and how we deal with them and how we cope with them, that's the way we're talking to ourselves, and that's going to build our belief system. So this is something that is being shattered, and because I feel like maybe it had to be, like, back in the day at the time. Like, we always do the best we can with the things that we have or the capabilities we have at the time. So you can't really be upset at yourself, you know what I mean? Because you've grown so much. Like, the person that you are now is not that same person that went through certain trials and tribulations. But this is also might be, poking at different parts of your, like, self-esteem or your confidence or your worthiness. It's almost like you see people, like, creating different things or manifesting certain things, or they just have certain things, and it's almost like this feeling of, like, I want to have that too, but feeling like you can't because of an old belief system, like you're not good enough to have it. And that's what's being wrecked right now at this time. But yeah, this belief system is starting to shatter as you're processing things and you're healing. But it's crazy because it's simultaneously causing this effect, I guess you could say, to create. Like, that is how you're manifesting, that's how you're creating right now. Like, while this belief system is being shattered, it's like this momentum of manifestation and to create things is coming alive. So things may be happening pretty quick here for you in the future. In the recent past, you guys had the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups carries this very young and, like, innocent, sweet energy. It's an offer. It's kind of like an apology or a softer approach to things or yourself. So in the recent past, you may be, starting to, like, forgive yourself or to forgive other people or to really nurture yourself or kind of go into this, like, softer approach. And it's working. It's becoming more of a mindset. And these aspects are, like, cooperating, kind of working hand in hand toward where you want to be or what you want to accomplish in life. Whatever your next goal is, whether it's for yourself or it's, like, in a job or within a relationship or whatever that is. It's like these different dynamics are cooperating with each other. Some of you may feel on edge, or like you have been. But in the future, you're going to come out so incredibly stable. We had the Queen of Pentacles when I pulled this. You are going to feel so much achievement. You're going to feel invested, secure financially. You're going to feel elevated and grounded. It's just a very solid energy. And that's from the Page of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles. It's like you may feel like you're starting off smaller. You're just learning how to, like, be gentle with yourself. But all of this, just because it feels small doesn't mean that it is small. Like, it's going to build and build until you're in this very invested and secure, elevated energy. So right now you're making a way for yourself and you're gaining wisdom and you're doing the inner work. You may feel like this is a time where you want to be by yourself, kind of, close yourself off from all the outside noise, because you're really cultivating everything that you need right now, especially when you take time out for yourself to kind of, like, be alone and be with your thoughts and, do your thing. You may also feel like whatever's happening now, whatever you're going through, you may feel like it's a choice. Because we have the Lovers card here. We also had the Two of Wands in the beginning. The Lovers card, it's a decision to be made or a connection or a path where you have to choose for yourself. You may feel like it's a choice, but, like, you weren't given the choice of having it be a choice. Like, this was something that is divine for you on your life path, and, like, nobody else gets to experience the same exact thing that you're going through. And it's almost like, oh, I didn't ask for this, but it might be, it's part of your birthright. I'm sorry if I sound a little crazy, but that's really what it is. But so you may feel like you have this choice to make, and you're like, why do I even have to make this choice? And it's not even that you have to make a choice. It may just be like, am I going to process whatever this is? Am I going to deal with it? Or, am I going to keep shoving it to the side until I'm ready? But I feel like with this Tower moment, it's really, making you have to confront these certain things so that you can, elevate to that place that you want to be and that the universe wants you to be in. Everything is on your side. Everything is working out for you. The things that you want, the things on your grid, those things are for you. Like, you can have them. There's this strong desire for simpler times right now as well. Like, you could be going through all this and you may just be thinking, oh man, I wish, it's like it was back in the day or when I was a little kid and I didn't have bills and I didn't have all these problems and I didn't have to take so much accountability and responsibility. It's kind of this very nostalgic energy. I do get this energy that something a really long time ago could have like knocked you down, and I was also like hearing this song in my head yesterday. I'm still standing after all this time, looking like a true survivor. Let me flip my notebook. But there could have been something that happened that changed the way that you looked at life and things. So you started viewing things differently. And when you started viewing things differently, you started operating differently. And it seems like you'd rather go back to a time when it wasn't so difficult. And because of this, it feels like there's this fire getting lit underneath your ass. There's this really big, creative, action-oriented start or like an opportunity it's like unlocking a new tool in a video game. That's what's happening right now. It's like all of these major energies that came out in this spread. And then to wrap up the Celtic Cross, we had the Ace of Wands. So it's like for real unlocking a new tool in a video game. Fall down 7, get up 8, right? That's what they say? Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Okay. Also, excuse me, people and places and even experiences are a reflection of us. This is what I was getting yesterday when I was like analyzing and trying to put everything together and just kind of sitting on this energy, writing this stuff down. Is like, it's that energy I was talking about earlier. Like, I see like these people have this or they're experiencing these emotions that I want to experience, and like that could be triggering for some of you guys as well. We've all been there, so like no shade, no tea, right? But there were these energies coming out in these cards yesterday that actually want you to take that energy and flip it and use it for your benefit. Every time that you see, a friend or an acquaintance or even a stranger that is cultivating an energy or an emotion or has something that you would like to also have for yourself, to get inspired by that and to know that, you are capable of having that, because if you were not, you would not be vibrating on the same wavelength to even observe that experience. And also like people, places, situations, energy, everything is a reflection of us. So all of the qualities that you like in other people, TV shows you watch, hairstyle, whatever it is, like those are actually positive qualities that you hold within inside yourself, and likewise with the energies that you may not be that fond of, or things you may not be that fond of. And when you see something you like, hold on to that feeling and like cultivate it inside you and know that it's for you. And the things that you don't like, maybe take just a second when you notice that like you're judging something negatively, like take a second to be like, okay, but why don't I like this? Like, what experiences have I had that make me have this kind of impulsive feeling about this? You know what I mean? Let's see. An example that like people call that mirroring, like we're constantly mirroring. It can make us feel happy and uplifted because we can relate to it on some level, or it could trigger us and then we have these unyielding opinions. But implement the things that you like and ask yourself why you don't like certain things, and then make peace with that. But now is a really big time where other people are going to be inspiring towards you. You can learn a lot from others and them from you. Embrace the natural things that make you feel emotionally alive at this time as well. This is going to help you heal as you go through this process, because there's a little bit of turbulent energy. It's a little disruptive. It could be a little chaotic. It could feel like a breakdown sometimes. But you need to find the things that make you feel emotionally alive at this time. Even simple things like when I was, and I still am on my journey, but I remember feeling like so numb, like I didn't know how to start exploring things that made me feel emotionally alive, because I did not know what things made me feel that way. So I started doing little things, like when it was like raining outside, like I went for a freaking walk in the rain once, and it really was, brought out these feelings I hadn't felt in so long, and it felt so good. And so I always, kind of look for that in my experiences, or dancing again. Like if you like to dance, when's the last time you like danced and not just like funky danced or hot girl danced, but like actually like danced from like your soul, you know what I mean? Things that make you feel emotionally alive. Like if you like adventure, find things that are going to bring out that adventure, like different aspects. You can pull that out, and when you start to feel emotionally alive, it's going to release so many happy chemicals in your brain, and you're going to slowly but gradually start to build this new healthy belief system that is going to be built on a firm foundation that is not going to trip you up 3, 5, 10 years from now, whatever it is. This is going to be built the right way, and you're manifesting like so many opportunities for you as well in this process. It's crazy. Like if you're an artist, or you just create things, whether it's music, it's art, you are good at like computer coding, like making things online, you like to write, like right now is just a really good time to put your energy into that as well. And also to try to have fun in anything that you do. And there was also this message to like not worry about like have like unsolicited fun. Is that, I don't really know what that means, but that was coming through yesterday, to like have fun and like to truly not give a fuck what other people think. Because I know everybody's always like, oh, I don't give a fuck what people think, I don't give a fuck what people think. But like when you're having fun and you we've been through some stuff. It can be hard to have fun because you can feel very vulnerable with it. But to realize everybody's got their own lives. People don't, they're not that interested in your life. Like, they can be to an extent, but, you know, not to the point where you need to, like, not have fun. I also wrote down, and the other card you got, the last card you got was, do not take anything personally. And it said, people's judgments are reflections of themselves and the shit they're working through. Okay, that's not what the card said. That's what I paraphrased. There was something that it said on that card, though. It, like, refuse to drink emotional poison. When people spew their shitty little opinions and judgments at us, and we take that and we agree to that, we drink their poison and we, like, fuck up our own shit with that, when really that's their judgments and their opinions, which is something that we just mirrored to them. That's something that was already inside of them, you know, and they just projected that onto us so that, you know, they can see that, and, you know, they will take accountability for that or they will not, but that's not your problem. As long as you're being healthy and you're taking care of yourself and you're not hurting anybody, and there's no intention to hurt anybody, who cares if they get upset, or who cares if they don't think something is cool? Like, that's something for them to work out, because, you know, you've had too many obstacles in the past to hold you back now. Like, the way I think about it is, if you've already endured so much, when it comes to those little things, and sometimes they can feel really big, you know, with, like, different people, you just don't want other people to stunt who you are. Because then at the end of the day, looking back at it, you never worked on something you wanted to work. Well, these people didn't hold on to what they had said to you as much as you're holding on to it, and they, you know, went about living their lives, forgot the whole thing. That's usually how it goes, you know what I mean? But you have this new, like, your subconscious is growing, your intuition is growing, and a lot of things can't really be explained at this time, but it's like, you know, on a subconscious level. And you may be wondering why, like, things are falling apart right now. And if things are falling apart right now, it's because your higher self and the universe is working together and conspiring together to help build a healthy and firm belief system for you to grow a foundation in which you can achieve absolutely everything that you want and desire. But that is the message that I have for you guys. It took me forever to write all of that in my notebook. I do hope that this message finds the people it's supposed to find. I will not have the comments turned on this video either. I just don't like to. I don't show my face on video because I just don't want to. I just don't want to. You never know. But if this message resonated, please feel free and pretty please hit that like button or subscribe to the channel. So until next time.